So financial freedom means what kind of money are you able to live on as a minimum for the lifestyle that you want, right? What are you living on?
Like annual expenditures. Okay.
And you want that as minimum as possible for the lifestyle you want. The second thing is, how much can you save every year? So how tight can you put your belt, and what do you have left over?
Okay.
All right. Then how long, with this amount of money left over, do you have before you're going to stop working, before you've got any of that income coming in?
Hopefully short. Okay.
Hopefully short, 10 years, 20 years, what's it going to be?
4
2
years.
years, one, yeah. Okay, so how many years? And then finally, and probably most important, what's your compounded annual growth rate of the money you're investing? What's your rate of return on your investments? So those 4 things, real straightforward.
And what's a typical rate of return for Rule 1 investing?
Well, there's 2 kinds of typical rates of return. There's the typical rates of return you're going to hear when you go to your advisor, who's going to probably, if they're responsible, they're probably going to say something in the range of 5% per year.
For non-Rule 1 investing?
For non-Rule 1
what
investing.
What about for Rule 1
investing? You're going to
investing?
diversify across bonds and the whole stock market and everything. For Rule 1 investing, our target minimum is 15% a year.
Oh yeah, that's what you have me do in the pricing formulas, which I have carefully laid out for non-numbers people like me.
Right, and if you tell your financial advisor that you're interested in this type of Rule 1 investing, you've been reading about it in our book Invested, their brains will explode when you start talking about 15% returns. I promise you, their brains will explode. You're going to hear things like...
They don't explode, they just don't believe you.
Right, and they would expect that anyone that's going after that rate of return will be taking enormous risk. They'll be going, what are you going to do, bet on Bitcoin or something?
They scoff.
They scoff, right?
They do.
And yet the best investors in the world have consistently done better than 15% a year for the last 85 years. And this book teaches you how to do that.